Shalom Aleichem and welcome to Online Smicha. Now that it's getting close to Pesach, it will be interesting to discuss a very interesting shaila that's discussed in the Shalos Teshuvos Svarim. We all know that for Chometz, we do many things. To getting rid of our Chometz on Pesach, we do Bittul Chometz, Bir Chometz, Reifas Chometz. One of the things we do is Mechiras Chometz. The Chometz that we keep for after Pesach, we sell it to the guy. And there's a whole transaction how it should be done, Kedasa Gedin, to make sure that we have no part of ownership of the Chometz. So the question that I saw that is discussed in Sifrei Shalos Teshuvos is what happens if, Chas v'Shalom, during Pesach, obviously the complete ownership of the Chometz is in the reshus of the guy. The guy has full ownership, and he has his time where he has to come up with the money for full sum, whatever they agree on. Now, during Pesach, God forbid, there was a fire in the place where some of the Chometz was. So the Chometz of this and this person was consumed, was burnt, and it's gone. All right. So now, after Pesach, the Yid sees that his Chometz is missing, the Chometz is burned. So the Yid will machen a geschäfto. The Yid wants to claim insurance for the Chometz that's burned. Would it be a shaila of being over hana from Chometz on Pesach if he claims insurance? Actually, the shaila is a double shaila. The discussion, I should say. The discussion here is a double shaila. To claim insurance for a fire that took place on Chometz, to burn Chometz on Pesach, could be a discussion in two ways. A, would that be called having hana from Chometz of Pesach, during Pesach? And we know that Chometz is one of the isurim, one of the prohibitions that are not only prohibited to eat, it's even it's usur to have hana, benefit from. It's one of the very few isurim, prohibitions, that even a mashu, even a crumb, you're not allowed to have in your food. You're not even allowed to have it in your possession. Bal yara, bal yamatzah is a tremendous harsh isur. So if so, how could you have any benefit from? You're gaining profit. You're going to make a business out of this. That's number one. And number two, if you're going to turn around and make a profit out of this, and you make a business out of this, you're basically showing that the sale that you did to the guy, it wasn't really a sale. So you're making a joke of the mechiras chametz for that period of time that was sold. It's not even yours to claim insurance. It's the guy's. Who are you to claim insurance? Did you believe in the sale or not? That's the question that I saw discussed. So the answer is based on the Gemara. The Gemara says in Baba Kama Daf Kuf Tezayin Amud Aleph. The Gemara says, Shataf Nahar Chameiroi v'Chamer Chaveiroi. If you had a nice house and in the backyard you're adjacent to a neighbor, and you have a lake nearby, water nearby, and the water was rushing over, and it was schlepping things in from your backyard. You're schlepping things, your animals, your boats, different things. Some of your things, some of your neighbor's things. So the Gemara was discussing a case where the waters were schlepping in your donkey and your friend's donkey. Shel Ruvain's donkey was worth $100. Shimon's donkey was worth $200. So Shimon says to Ruvain, you know what? Let your donkey, we're not going to both be able to save both of ours. Forget about yours. Save mine, and I will give you your $100. If yours is only worth $100, save my donkey, which is worth $200, and I will give you the $100 for your loss. So sure enough, he saves his donkey. He gives him his $100, and guess what? and Shimon's donkey comes popping up. Shimon's donkey comes back himself. So here, Shimon not only got his $100 for the work that he did to help his friend, he got his own donkey back. And the question the Gemara discusses, does he have to give that to his friend for giving him the $100? And the Gemara says, no. And the Gemara says he doesn't have to give him the money back because this is like Min HaShamayim. When the donkey comes back to you, Hashem gave it back to you. Same thing. The Poskim discuss a similar shaila. The Ur Sameach in Perek Zayin Hilchos Schirus from the Rambam Halacha Aleph discuss what happens if somebody damages somebody else's property and that person happens to have insurance too. Could I tell the person, I'm not going to pay you. You're anyways going to get insurance. No. I still have to pay you. Now, the fact that you're going to claim insurance, good for you. That's what the Ur Sameach says. Your insurance claim is money that we haven't sent for you. So the same, perhaps, to answer the first part of the question about the Chometz on Pesach, is this is not Hana from the Chometz on Pesach, because this is not direct Hana from Chometz on Pesach. This is an indirect thing. This is a business deal. That once Pesach is done, this is like heaven sent money as a business deal that came back to the Yidden. How about the second question? The fact that you're coming and you're representing yourself with a claim of insurance as if you are the owner, while during that period of time it wasn't really your ownership, you seem to mocking the whole Mechiras Chometz. That has a little validity to it. Because we actually see that the Shari Tshuva and Siman Tov Nun, Sivkat Yud Gimel, brings a similar discussion. He says, a Yid that sold his Chometz to a Goy, and a Chol HaMoed Pesach, the Yid was walking by the place where the Chometz was, and he sees there's a flood there. And he says, oh my gosh, all my Chometz is going to get ruined. So he wants to save it, but he's not allowed. It's not his. So the Shari Tshuva says, he's allowed to send other goyim to help fix the chametz, to do something to the chametz. He's allowed to find other goyim, but he himself is not allowed to. The Yid is not allowed to do anything because the Yid getting involved, helping any way, will show a mockery to the sale. You have to show that you really believe that the sale of the chametz is complete and final. So how could he claim after Pesach? So one of the eitzes, if this, God forbid, would ever happen, this Rav Paskin, that the only way this would be able to be done is that you have a claim, a different type of claim. The guy buys the chametz. The claim is not necessarily on the loss of for the fire. The claim is more on the loss that the guy is not paying him for the fire of the chametz, because the guy, after all, is responsible to pay for the chametz because he bought the chametz, and the guy doesn't have the money to pay for the chametz, and the guy's not giving him back the chametz. So the loss is not necessarily a benefit on the chametz. The insurance claim is more a claim for the loss of the guy not being able to pay.